I know I'm stubborn, single-minded, and obsessive.
Who from the Wednesday cast is the polar opposite of her character? What unexpected similarity does Catherine Zeta-Jones share with Morticia? And why was Jenna Ortega not a normie as a teen?
It begins now.
Emma Myers as Enid. Everyone fell in love with this funny gal with sharp claws.
And I'm not afraid to use them.
But it turns out that Emma is a completely different person in real life.
I'm not an extrovert, I'm an introvert.
What's more, Myers even describes herself as quite awkward. So it was pretty hard for her to play the friendly young werewolf. It was also challenging to have so much energy, since Enid does, but it was worth it. What helped the actress was finding out at least one similarity with her character.
I'm an optimist. I think that's one of the only things I have in common with Enid.
But her personality isn't the only thing that makes the actress different from her character. Enid knows everything about Nevermore, likes to gossip, and enjoys her social life. While Emma never had a traditional school experience because she was homeschooled. And she says that she doesn't really like to use social media. Funnily enough, her sisters actually show her the Wednesday-related trends and fan arts, because Emma doesn't spend that much time online. Now let's move on to another Nevermore student. Percy Hynes White as Xavier. Unlike his character, the actor is not an artist in real life.
I had to take painting lessons and drawing lessons for a month, and I'm only ever painting for 2 seconds in the show.
In another interview, the actor admitted that all those efforts were fruitless as he still doesn't know how to draw well.
Ouch.
Yet he managed to find a trait that connected him to Xavier. It's his moodiness.
You can ask anybody on the set. Some days I would be doing cartwheels and other days I would just be headphones, don't talk to me.
Do you remember one more important thing about Xavier? He has psychic abilities on the show. And you probably think that Percy couldn't relate to that because psychics don't exist in real life, right? Well, you'd be wrong. Because the actor remembers having a prophetic dream before.
You know when something happens to you and you look back and you're like, yo, I had a dream about this.
Yet at the same time, Percy couldn't predict the fame he's getting these days, and we can't blame him. And here's one more difference between him and Xavier. In the series, he feels pressure to match his dad, a famous psychic, who wasn't around much when he was growing up. Meanwhile, Percy's parents are the complete opposite. They're also actors and they support him in everything without pushing him. They just let me be me, and that was probably the most important thing that they could have done, because it really reaffirmed that this is what I wanted to do, Percy says. That's really nice of him. Isn't it time to learn more about another admirer of Wednesdays? Hunter Doohan as Tyler. The actor definitely isn't a scary, bloodthirsty monster who pretends to like someone to make them fall for him in real life. That's exactly what Doohan thinks Tyler did. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, he shared that he was probably playing Wednesday the whole time.
Obviously, from Tyler's point of view, it's he's just trying to sell the lie.
In real life, Hunter doesn't have to pretend to like other people or be a nice guy, because that's who he actually is. And he certainly wouldn't try to seduce Wednesday because he's openly gay. What's more, Hunter is happily married to producer Fielder Jewett. But that's not all. While Tyler's relationship with his dad is very strained, to say the least, Hunter was very close to his father, tennis player Peter Doohan, who sadly passed away several years ago. But we managed to find one teeny tiny similarity between the actor and his character. Just like Tyler, Hunter used to work as a waiter. Now let's finally talk about the actress who actually is very similar to her character. And no, it's not Wednesday yet. Joy Sunday as Bianca. When the actress read the script, she immediately noticed that she and her character have a lot in common.
Bianca is very much like me in a lot of the ways that she puts guards up and she wants people to like her. But she's also really quite soft and funny and charming, and I try to put a lot of myself in her.
And that's not all the features they share.
Both Bianca and I are very persuasive, very confident. I like to think fashionable.
But of course, it doesn't mean that Joy just played herself in the series. She and Bianca also had certain differences. For example,
I was nowhere close to as popular in high school.
Besides, Joy said that she's not as athletic as Bianca, although playing her inspired the actress to do more sports, especially as she had to learn fencing for the role.
I trained for about a month total before we shot that scene. I'd never done fencing before.
What's more, we know that Bianca sirened her way into the Nevermore Academy. Meanwhile, Joy never had to cheat to get ahead. She became a famous actress due to her talent and hard work. Are you ready to proceed to the head of Nevermore? Gwendoline Christie as Principal Weems. While the principal is a very confident woman, The actress wasn't always so comfortable in her body. Due to her high stature and unconventional looks, she was even bullied at school. She never felt beautiful until she joined the cast of Wednesday. Playing Weems seems to have given Gwendoline more confidence. She even got to apply her designer skills as she created the character's look from the ground up. Most of all, she got inspiration from women in Hitchcock's movies. "We were looking at Tippi Hedren and Kim Novak. I wanted to push that idea," Gwendoline says. Her personal life is also quite different to that of Weems. When she was younger, Larissa was infatuated with Gomez Addams, but as we know, he chose Morticia. And Weems never fell in love again and didn't get married. Thankfully, in real life, Gwendoline is in a happy relationship with fashion designer Giles Deacon. They tied the knot 10 years ago and support each other in everything they do. Now we're getting to the Addams family members. Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. It was hard to fill Morticia's shoes after Angelica Houston's brilliant portrayal of the Addams matriarch, but Zeta-Jones managed to do it. In real life, she doesn't have supernatural abilities and isn't as dark as Morticia. Yet still, Catherine shares at least one similarity with her character. The iconic actress disclosed that she can relate to being Wednesday's mom, because her own daughter reminds her of the young Addams. Zeta-Jones revealed that, now 19, Karis was a little rain cloud when she was growing up. The star even shared a video from their family archive that proves it. She captioned it, "Karis, my real-life daughter as a little girl. I've had a Wednesday Addams in my life for 19 years and 9 months." And she added laughing emojis. Well, the resemblance is uncanny. And actually, Catherine also resembles Morticia in real life. The actress recently proved it with a new photo. She posted a pic of herself wearing a nightgown, and fans immediately said that it's exactly what Morticia would wear. Besides, just like her character, Catherine has a husband who adores her. She and Michael Douglas have been together for over 2 decades, and similarly to Gomez and Morticia, they have a son and daughter. Now we're getting to her on-screen significant other. Luis Guzmán as Gomez. This man also knows a thing or two about a solid marriage. He's been with his wife Angelita for 38 years. They have 5 kids, 4 of which are adopted. When it comes to his personality, Guzmán is pretty different from Gomez. Sure, he's also an optimist, but everything else about him is different. We know that Gomez is a pretty naive and childish man with a very limited attention span. But Luis is hardworking and knows exactly what he wants in life. Right now, for example, he wants to give a voice to the voiceless. "I'm a social activist. I'm proud of that," the actor said. One of his main goals is to lift up people in his community who are going through a hard time. The actor shared more things about himself that are definitely not like Gomez. "I'm a badass cook, I'm an incredible dancer, I live in Vermont, I ride around on a lawn tractor." Wow! And finally, the gal who's also an incredible dancer, Jenna Ortega as Wednesday. Let's start with a not-so-evident similarity between the actress and her character. Just like Wednesday, Jenna wasn't just another normal teenager. She started acting at a very early age and didn't really have time for school. So she missed out on a lot of milestones such as prom and graduation. The actress even shared once that she regretted it a little, but hopefully she feels like it was all worth it now. Because no one could have played Wednesday as well as Jenna did. Perhaps part of the reason why is that Ortega was often compared to the character. Even when Jenna was only 6, people would tell her that she looked like the Addams Family character.
Because I'm very dry, and I don't think people can tell when I'm being serious or when I'm being sarcastic.
That's not all.
We both like things like mutilation, stuff like that.
Wow, that's a dangerous young lady. Even in terms of fashion, Jenna and Wednesday have similar tastes. The actress has always been into button-ups and white collars, and she prefers to wear dark clothes. "It really pains me to wear a color sometimes," Ortega revealed. And just like Wednesday, she likes scary movies. "It's incredibly hard for me to turn down a good horror script, and I've been lucky enough to do a lot of it in recent years," Jenna shared. We'll see what the future holds for the actress, but we're sure that it's going to be bright, or dark if you wish. Who do you think was the most perfect casting for the Wednesday series? Share in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about your favorite TV shows, check out our other videos.